The forest was hushed under the amber light of late afternoon. The Buddha sat beneath a spreading Bodhi tree. His disciples gathered in a loose circle around him, some meditating, some simply listening to the wind move through the leaves. For a long while, no one spoke. The Buddha himself had said nothing for almost an hour, letting the silence settle over the grove like a blessing. Finally, a young monk named Ananda Shishya broke the quiet, his voice hesitant. "Bhagavan, you have taught us today, as you often do, that silence is the ornament of one who walks the path. But I confess, I do not fully understand. Why is silence so precious? Surely words too can carry wisdom?" The Buddha smiled gently, the way he did when a question opened a door he wished to walk through. "Words are not the enemy, dear one. It is the undisciplined tongue that is dangerous. The mind that speaks before it thinks, that cannot hold a single moment of stillness, even when stillness would save it. Let me tell you of a turtle who learned this lesson at the cost of everything." And so the Buddha began. Long ago, beside a great Himalayan lake, there lived a turtle, cheerful, clever, and utterly incapable of holding his tongue. From sunrise to sunset, he chattered, to frogs, to fish, to the wind itself. On a banyan tree above the water lived two wild geese, calm and disciplined by nature, who spoke only when necessary, and even then, only what mattered. The turtle grew close to these two geese, and every evening the three would sit together, though in truth it was the turtle who spoke, and the geese who listened. When the rains ended, the geese told him they must return to their home, the sacred lake of Manasarovar, far beyond the mountains. The turtle wept. "Take me with you. I have longed all my life to see that lake." The geese exchanged a glance. "It is possible," said one, "but only on one condition. The hardest thing we could ask of you. You must hold a stick between your teeth. We will each grip one end and carry you through the sky. But the instant you open your mouth to speak, you will fall, and to fall from that height is to die." The turtle promised with his whole heart that he would not utter a single word. They rose into the sky together, two geese and a turtle suspended between them. Below, rivers gleamed like threads of silver, and mountains shrank to the size of stones. The turtle's heart swelled with joy he desperately wanted to share, but he held his silence. Then they passed over a village. Farmers looked up and saw the strange sight. Two geese, and between them, something dangling. A voice below shouted, laughing, "Look! The geese are carrying a dead turtle through the sky!" Those words struck the turtle like an arrow. Dead? I am not dead. The thought overpowered years of habit in a single instant. He opened his mouth to shout, "I am alive, you fools!" And the moment his mouth opened, the stick slipped from his teeth. He who had been soaring among the clouds a heartbeat earlier now fell helpless through empty air and struck the earth, his shell shattering into pieces. The very word he spoke to prove he was alive became the cause of his death. The grove was silent when the Buddha finished. Even the wind seemed to pause. "You see," the Buddha said softly, turning to his disciple, "the turtle did not fall because of the geese, or the villagers, or bad fortune. He fell because of one ungoverned moment, a lifetime of habit breaking through the instant it was tested. This is why we practice silence, not as punishment, but as protection. The undisciplined tongue can undo in 1 second what years of discipline have built. A single reckless word, spoken at the wrong moment, can shatter what a whole life was spent constructing." The young monk bowed his head, understanding dawning in his eyes. "Then silence is not the absence of wisdom, Bhagavan. It is the guarding of it." "Exactly so," the Buddha replied. "Speak only when speech serves truth, serves the Dharma, serves the ending of suffering. Otherwise, let silence be your wings."